What's up everyone, here with another update today. So yesterday I spent some time working on a basic UI. So if you see on the top right, I've introduced the health system. So as the player takes damage or picks up health, it'll be shown on top. It's also a pretty flexible system where if we wanted to implement increases in total health, the possibility is there. Right now it's capped at 3, but if a boss was to, for example, drop a heart container, it could go up to 4, and that is a totally flexible system. I've also implemented a semi-inventory system, so the player will start off weaponless, represented by the hand on the top left, but as he goes around, you can pick up weapons that will be dropped from chests or bosses generally. So I have these two weapons laid down on the bottom on the screen right now to show you guys. So for example, with the fist, I only really attack one in front of me. Same with the knife, it's only one in front but with an increase in damage. But then there's different types of weapons that will be in the game. For example, this sword would be more of a cleaving weapon where it will attack any weapons in front in the direction that in front of it across 3 tiles. So if for example, if there were 2 enemies there, it would attack those 2 enemies. Traps trigger that attack, so some traps can be destroyed, and for example that spike trap got triggered, but it would only trigger if there's an enemy next to it. So that's been a little piece that I've added into the game. Another piece that I've added in is the chest system. So right now there's a random amount of chests that get spawned. So for example, there's those 3, that chest up there. You also kind of have to be more careful now because everything will kill you in one hit. I managed to implement the damage system to every enemy, so these ranged ones will kill me. So the way the chests work is that they generally just spawn randomly across the map, a limited amount, and inside of them will vary either a weapon, a heart, or gold. And again, the flexibility is there. If we want to increase the chest contents, it's possible, it's very easy. So if I destroy this chest, I got this broadsword, and so these projectile enemies are also able to do damage now, so you have to be a bit more careful, and you have to kind of bait them out into situations where you can kill them easily. Otherwise they kind of just sit there firing at you because they know that they have you in a position that you can't escape from. So that was implemented in. Another piece that I implemented were these traps actually do damage to you now, so you have to time your way across them. Same thing with the projectiles, they also do trap damage to you now if they hit you, so you have to be careful with that. So that's where I'm at right now. I've also implemented some smaller changes into the game as well that aren't easily visible. So I've been working on the enemy AI a little bit, and it's still kind of limited, but it's a little bit better. I'm considering implementing A-star just to make it so that there's a bit more urgency to when you're trying to dodge around the projectiles. I'm also trying to implement, I guess, a better map creation system. Right now the map, it's a bit limited, and if I can expand on it a bit more, I'd like to, or at the very least limit a bit more to add a bit more variety, to make it look a bit more like a roguelike-esque bridge. So that's where I'm at today. I think the next thing to work on, other than the A-star, would be a boss enemy at the end of the level. So right now, if you play through this map and get to the end, there's nothing really there, but a boss would make it interesting, and that's something I want to work on next. I also want to add in a few more enemies, add in that little variety to the game, and also added more details around the map. So right now only these vases and boxes spawn up, but I'd like to add in a few more details that can be visible by the player. I also want to add in lighting. So right now I feel like the game isn't very pretty, and I think a quick fix to this would be just be a better lighting system, and that way throughout the map torches or fire can spawn, and the fire will actually look interesting rather than just a gift that kind of that I animate myself, and that's something I want to work on too. I also want to work on the player sprite a bit more. I think the game's at a place where a bit more detail can be added in, and then I can actually share it with the world. And so once I have the player sprite in, I'm gonna create a build just to put up on itch and share for feedback. And also to do that, I'm gonna have to implement the menu system as well, so I have a basic idea for that. So that's kind of where we're at today. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.